Welcome back. Plumbing Around, sponsored by Temecula and Winnelson. I'm Scott Thornton. Today I'm joined by Michael Freebird Hayes.
Not the one, but close enough. I get that a lot. Maybe if I had bigger shoulders.
So you are our, I would say newest employee, but we did have someone start after you now.
Dylan?
No.
Oh, Sarah.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's right. I was.
So, but you are a newbie,
Mm-hmm.
and you have come to us to do outside sales.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't plan anything. I didn't really prep for this, so I just figured we could talk. So how's the weather?
It's been rather nice lately.
All right.
Honestly, favorite time of the year.
So anyway, how's it working at Temecula and Winnelson?
Honestly, being that I came from multiple industries that had nothing to do with hard labor or the trades or anything like that in the past, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Right.
And I'm not just saying this because you're my boss.
Well,
But so far, it's been in one of my favorite jobs.
okay. One of?
Yeah. I've worked some pretty cool places, man.
All right, dude.
Maybe not the last place was as cool, but like I've worked at a lot of cool places,
So tell us a little bit about your history. What are these cool places you've worked at?
Okay. Well, my very first job was actually a sign spinner when I was like 12 years old. I got one of those work permits or whatever in school that my parents signed off on. So on the weekends, I worked for, I think they were called Arrow advertisements. They're the ones that you see YouTube videos where they're doing tricks, throwing
Okay.
under legs, running across. And I was doing that at like 13 years old.
So you could do the tricks?
So I could do the tricks. They made me ride pony across intersections down in Fallbrook. Yep.
Ride a pony.
You ride the sign like a pony, yeah. But you got to like make sure you're like, hi-ho silver in it. So that was cool. So I got pretty good at like twirling stuff. Not that that's helped me at all in any of my future careers.
Well, just so you know, we're getting a sign and you're twirling on
Fantastic.
the
I can 10-foot
Hell
pipe.
yeah.
I could do that. I can do it.
Hi-ho silver, baby.
I can do it. It's been a couple years out of practice. I didn't have this gut in front of me when I was doing it.
And I'll be honest, I'm hoping you hit your head. That'll be pretty cool.
I have before. I've almost broken my nose as well doing that. So that was fun, first job. And then
All
I
right.
did, after that.
Wait, I have a very important question.
Mm.
Did your parents get your paycheck or did you get the paycheck?
I got the paycheck.
All right.
Actually, I was making like, this is like 2007 too, and I was making like $14 an hour.
All right.
So, 2 days a week, 8 hours on a dusty corner in Fallbrook. Sucked. It was
Throwing cabbage
and
at you.
keep in mind too, like this, I'm 33. This is 16, 17 years ago. So the very first iPod was out. You probably didn't have one, when they're brand new. So you're kind of standing on the corner with an MP3 player that can hold 10 songs for 8 hours a day.
Mhm.
No digital phones, no data, none of that. It sucked. Just stared at cars all day long. Sucked. So that was fun. Then I think when I turned 15, I started working at a restaurant with my mom.
That doesn't sound cool.
No, I got paid really well there. And it wasn't cool because they were total, can I swear at all on this?
Sure.
They were total dicks there, man. Restaurant industry just kind of sucks. I remember one time I'm carrying like a plate of bread and I'm walking through the door to go out to deliver it to customers. Owner comes up to the door as I'm walking out, slams the door at me and goes, "Why the fuck are you just standing around?" And I'm like, "You think I'm just standing at the door with bread in my hands? Like, obviously I'm going somewhere, but you got in the way." That was every day. So everything you hear about restaurants is probably true. After that, I worked at Cold Stone. And then when I was at Cold Stone, I got a job at Major Market, which is a local branch or local grocery store down in the San Diego area.
Okay.
So that was all before high school. Day I turned 18, I signed up at Verizon, started working there with all my buddies there. Did that for 7-8 years. I was in a couple management positions, did a lot of traveling with it, was all over Temecula, San Diego area. That was fun. After that, I got into digital marketing, so more of like what Jenna does, but on a much smaller scale. Did that for like a year. That was when I started transitioning to office jobs. And then I worked for an app startup company too for like 6 months. That was short. It's not on my
Okay.
resume. You probably didn't know about it.
All right. Yeah.
I was actually a debt collector.
Did you give me a resume? I don't remember.
You said you saw it.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
I think you emailed it to me.
Probably.
Yeah.
I take it off because it's short term. But I was a debt collector, and that was actually a lot of fun because it was like this San Francisco startup. You know, the CEO was like 26. I'm 24. He's rolling, not even 24. He was like 23. He's like rolling around on hoverboards. I got ping pong tables. You know, you had deer hunter in the
That
back.
sounds cool, yeah.
It was pretty cool, man.
That's the coolest one I've heard so far.
It was pretty cool, but the like really low pay scale back then. So I just ended up just making like 30,000 a year working in La
A lot of
Jolla.
perks, though.
Huh?
A lot of perks.
Yeah, we had some free lunch and all that, but it
Cool
just it
stuff.
wasn't
Had to sleep on the streets, but whatever.
pretty much in La Jolla. So it was you know, it's kind of I was like all right, but it was cool. I did that for a bit, and then they moved back to San Francisco, so I didn't go. Not for 30 grand a year. So then I did that, and then that's when I got into finance after that. And that's when I started working at a company called National Funding, and that's where I really got more B2B experience, working solely with business owners and decision makers. I couldn't work with anybody below CEO or the personal guarantor because they were signing a loan. So I was doing financing up to about $500,000 for companies. That company was cool. So they were cutthroat. Every 90 days, salespeople were losing their jobs. You know, we had called a death row, where anybody was on like a 30-day notice, all sat together, and you would just watch dude. I was on there like twice in 4 years, and dudes would just be sitting. Dudes and the ladies would be sitting next to you. You'd get off a phone call day 16, day 17 in the month, and they'd be like, "That was my last shot." Like they said, "No, I didn't get it. I'm not gonna hit quota." And they would look at the manager, and the manager would look at them like, "All right, let's go." And it was like, "What?" They
Wow.
would just take him out, terminate him, and it was every 90 days. We even had a guy who quit, came back, and they put him through the training program. And if you didn't sell one loan in 90 days, which was not easy in your first 90 days, not because people don't take money, but they give you the bottom of the barrel creditors, everything, worst rated loans possible. I mean, you're really trying to like, why would you even take this kind of thing?
805% APR.
Worse, it was like half of what you borrowed. So if you borrowed $5,000, you'd have to pay me back $7,500 in 3 months. That's a real hard sell, right? So a guy had been there for years, quit, came back. They put him through it again. Couldn't get it in the 90 days, even though he had a proven track record. See you later. But the cool stuff that company did is like, this stuff I don't care about anymore, but they did a holiday party every year for the wife of the owner. It was like a tax write-off pretty much. But my first year we had, was it T-Pain and Warren G show up?
I like Warren G.
Yeah, they played live music.
Well, dead.
Yeah. I don't know why that is, but
Peace out.
peace out. Okay.
Warren G passed away.
No way.
Like a long
When?
time ago. Yeah.
No, we didn't.
You can use your phone to look it up.
I'll have to
after
check
we're
it
done.
after this
But
because we're friends on Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, I follow him, and I saw him post recently.
Pretty sure he's dead.
Maybe it's been in the past year. He was a cool cat though.
All right.
Next year we rented out.
Oh, I
Petco
might be
Park.
thinking of Nate.
Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg.
Yeah, I don't think
All
Warren
right.
G's dead.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We should open a poll on this and have people vote live as they're Googling on the side. But yeah, I did that. That was a cool job. And then I ended up, then I got into IT. That was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, IT.
I've worked IT.
It's rough. And I wasn't even a technician, even though,
Reboot.
right?
Yeah.
Like, why am I driving an hour to come out here? But I did the sales side, so it was even worse.
Mm.
I mean, it was like 100 phone calls a day. And if you didn't, you're getting screamed and yelled at. I mean, you do 85 calls a day. It's like, wasn't good enough. You didn't do your job. It wasn't enough. What are you doing all day long? And it was just the most soul-sucking environment I've ever been a part of. No one's happy. There's not a single person on your team who's like, yeah, let's go. Salespeople, they're animals. They're like high energy. They want to go out and do shit. They're excited. They want to talk about deals. They want to talk about what's going on. They want to strategize. Everybody's like, when can I go home? This place sucks, And like, I remember we had a boss who just screamed at us for like 3 hours straight after shift one day from 5 to 8 o'clock. Said the same shit every 45 minutes, just reiterated how he said it. So that sucked. And then,
All right. I don't care about the rest of your job history.
no, that's pretty much it. Now I'm
Yeah.
here.
All right.
So I've had a lot of jobs, but I started at 12 and they've all been sales related in some capacity.
Right. Well, you're in sales now.
Yeah. So I like talking to people.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I said we didn't need any kind of script or prep.
Yeah, it's easy.
We could
Probably
just-
already killed half the time just by my job history.
I know.
Yeah.
I fell asleep halfway through it, but
It's not super exciting.
yeah.
No, but
But working at Temecula Winnelson is.
yeah, it's pretty fun.
What are the things you like about Temecula Winnelson? Where are we different from other companies you've seen?
Well, I know you like saying this, but it actually seems like you guys give a damn. Right?
True.
So,
Our give a damn is better.
well, I mean, like especially when you're in sales, luckily I'm like the only salesperson here right now, so I don't have to deal with the whole this guy's encroaching on my territory type thing, which is nice. But everybody's like helpful. Like I've had, obviously, I've had some instances where like you weren't very helpful just now, but 9 times out of 10, everybody I've worked with there has been like, hey, welcome to the team. How can I help you? If you need anything, come ask me. Don't hesitate. They're just helpful. Well, I've
Yeah.
worked with so many other people who are like, it's not my job to teach you something. Like manager's busy. Maybe you should go wait for him kind of thing. So that's number one thing is everybody's extremely helpful and the culture's good.
Pretty cool people.
Yeah, all really cool people. There's not a single person there that I actually dislike in any capacity,
Yeah.
which is insane because I don't think I've ever worked a job like that guy sucks. You know what I mean? So that's cool.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And then I'm learning an insane amount of stuff, and I'm trying to retain what I'm learning at the same time. But I'm also getting to meet a lot of cool people, so I definitely really like driving and hanging out with the plumbers.
Mm-hmm.
It's you go knock on somebody's door, they don't want you in there. 9 times out of 10, they're like, "Why is a sales guy in here?" Like, I don't have the money, I don't want to do it, nothing, right? And you're just this annoyance, this interruption to the day. This plumber's like, "Yeah, what's up? Let's hang out. Let's go get some lunch. That's cool. You're cool. Oh, what are you doing after work?" They sit there, they talk to you. They're human beings.
Yeah.
And it's just simple of like, I won't fuck you over. I'll take care of you. If I see your call come through, I'll pick it up. And if I don't, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And they like that.
Yeah.
So that's like the number 2 thing. And my third thing, I guess, the food lunch stuff is a hell of a perk.
I'm not super happy about that one.
I know. And I know the team was dialing it back for a bit, but it seems like it's going back up again. But in this economy, it is very much appreciated. Every day I don't have to buy myself lunch.
Every day we shouldn't buy you lunch either.
I've never worked for another company that has before consistently.
Yeah.
Like 3 days a week. Usually like, hey, it's the last day of the month. We got a taco truck. Have fun. So, that's cool. That's great.
Yeah.
Honestly, that probably saves everybody.
There you go. You come work for Temecula Winnelson, we'll make you fat.
No, we will make you fat.
Little food.
Yeah. They don't like order salads and yogurt and stuff like that. It's always like breakfast burritos and
I don't even know what that word is.
Salad.
It's
rabbit food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because hay is for horses.
Yeah. So who are your targets? Who are people, say you're talking to them right now? Who are you going and seeing?
Wrench turners.
Okay.
Going to see the guys that, out in the field. No, really my target is just anybody who's within our radius, essentially, as long as, or if they don't have an account with anybody, if they're in like Riverside or something, they're not working with anybody besides Home Depot. Great. I'd love to work with you. But my target is anybody who is a solo plumber or has a whole team of guys or has a warehouse with 40 trucks. At the end of the day, I want to meet you. I want to meet your team or members of your team. Maybe give you some swag if I'm there, and then just kind of shoot the shit with you and then figure out what your problems are and see if I can be the guy that can solve them for you.
Yeah. Well, not even just plumbers though, right?
Oh, that's true. I do have to go after facilities people as well, directors, maintenance, things like that. Like Opto 22, I was just chatting with them the other day. But my primary target is mainly the plumbers because the main feedback, I've got like one really consistent facilities guy who's always got a problem, but they're not all like that. They're like, hey, everything's running smoothly.
Yeah.
No, I'm not having a bad day today. Thanks for asking. It's all good. Cool, great. So, the majority is going to come from the plumbers, but I go after everybody. I'll go after a dairy farm. I'll go after, a brewery, anybody who uses pipes, wineries, things like that.
We stock stainless steel, everybody.
Sanitary stainless steel.
Yeah.
So you make cheese, I got the pipe for you. You make dairy, I got it for you. You make booze, well, I got something for you.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Going after all those guys too, just letting them know we exist. I call it like shooting up a smoke signal, saying, I didn't know what Winnelson was until I met Scott at my previous job. And it was literally a block down the street. Like I could walk there. I could probably throw a stone from my last place and hit Winnelson.
I bought from you, so.
Yeah, he bought from me. So I was like, if Scott would buy from me, maybe he'd want me to sell for him. So I called him because I really enjoyed meeting you and all that. And you were showing me your poetry book. I was like, this guy writes too. That's cool.
Poetry book.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. And then you told him nerd too, walking in your office. I'm like, I think we get along. So. Yeah, no, it's been great, and I'm just happy to be here, happy to learn. Every day I'm learning something new. But
well, that's a good thing about the industry.
Yeah,
there's always going to be something new to learn because they're always putting something new out. They're always adding technology to things.
Law changes, and you can't use this anymore, and we got to come like PVC.
So
I'm learning and meeting plumbers from across the country, are moving out here for whatever reason they're moving out here. meeting these guys and just learning, like, there's just so much stuff. And I'm learning about, like, if you don't work in plumbing, you think, I need to hire a plumber. This broke. This whatever. Now there's backflow guys, there's drain
Yeah.
techs, there's all these different type of
Specialties
technicians. Yeah,
and,
there's a
and different
specialty.
channels of plumbing.
So it's not just, hey, I'm a plumber. I'm a plumber who specializes in this. And I'm like, oh, that's a lot for me to learn too. Because the average consumer, which I would assume is me, doesn't know that. So it's just learning so much about the industry. And for me, it's exciting to learn something new every day. Once I stop learning stuff new, maybe I'll get bored, but
Yeah.
I don't see that happening
You're gonna
anytime
get
soon.
pal. And I would say, especially for somebody new to the industry,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the horizon for you, right? I mean, you love talking to people. You do want to help people. And I would say about Temecula and Winnelson, I tell people all the time, that's what we like to do, help our customers. And
I get the opportunity to do that, especially when you let me control my pricing and things, as long as I'm not losing this money.
yeah,
It's obviously, right? Like, I can't be a major cost and then also commit major costs.
yes.
Not breaking off windows on trucks or anything like that.
But that's what we do, right? We help people.
That's the whole goal.
Yeah.
And I'm learning that too. Like, I've always kind of felt like this. Most industries I work in, like, I don't have unread emails. I don't know what unread emails are. I don't understand how people can sit at a desk for 8 hours a day and not go through all their emails unless they get like 100 an hour. So I've always gotten feedback like, dude, you're quick, you're fast, you're on top of it, even if you didn't have the answer. So, and I've been able to translate that here, which
is huge.
It is big, because I'm like, oh God, you've seen me like sweat and panic. I'm like, it's taking too long to get an answer to this guy. Like, he's going to never shop with us again. What do I do? I'm being a dummy on the phone, and then they're like, oh, you got it to me in an hour? You're really on top of your shit, dude. I'm like, really? An hour? Like, that was okay? I'm going to get faster. So
what was the advice I gave you last Friday?
Don't panic, calm down.
Yeah. It was more like calm the bleep down.
Yeah, that one. Calm the fuck down, Michael.
Which I like your enthusiasm, right? And I know I love that you want to help the customer, and we will. You will. Absolutely.
I'll get there. It's time. And most of these guys too are like, I'm like, dude, I wish I do more. Like, it just takes time. I'm like,
yeah.
I thought plumbers like weren't nice people. Like, on the outside,
I would say 99% of our customers are super
so
cool,
freaking cool,
and they want to help you.
Yeah,
right.
I can't tell you.
That's
how
I learned.
Well, how many times I get a call at the front desk and I'm like, nobody's gonna. Okay, I'll get that. Oh, I don't know that answer. And then a plumber's like, what'd they ask? And let me throw on speaker. Like, well, actually, ma'am or sir, what you're gonna need is this. I'm like, oh, dude, thank you so much. Like, you're doing my job for me. Thank you. Like, thank you so much.
It's super. I mean, when I first got in the industry, I can't even begin to tell you how many plumbers would stand at the counter with me and explain stuff to me and what it did and how you install it and things like that.
Tom's one of them from R&R too,
Yeah.
He'll walk me through. It might take a little bit, but he'll walk me through everything, and I really appreciate it. He's a really knowledgeable dude.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
So what does Michael like to do in his free time?
My free time, that's a loaded question. Well,
I'm not a slave driver.
I'm a bit of a nerd. So typically, if I'm not, spending time with my girlfriend doing some nerd shit, typically I'm just doing that by myself. So, big reader. I like to read a lot. I cross between sci-fi, fantasy, and philosophy. I don't read a whole lot of philosophy. I read some history occasionally. I love history, but when I actually pick up a book specifically based on history events, probably like once or twice a year. Or I'm just like gaming, or I'm writing personally. Like, I like to write myself.
You're like to write a book too, right?
I finished one literally just before I started. Haven't even touched it since I started, but I'm hitting like that 6-month point so I'm gonna go back and read it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just like, well, this sucks, that sucks, this is flat, I need to fix this. It sounded cool at the time, and this, there's a lot to do, as especially when you're constructing a story. You want to make sure you don't have flat or duplicated characters, and just at least 5 people like it. Cool. Awesome. Great. But I haven't touched it. It's a goal of mine. It's a personal thing, but I'm not currently using my free time towards that. But when I have some additional, I'll probably, when I move is when I plan to get back into it too.
Yeah. Where are you moving to? You're
moving to the Canopy Apartments down here in town off Los Alamos.
Nice.
Shout out to 2 months of free rent.
Yeah. And
thank you.
Closer to work.
Much closer. Won't take me 40 minutes to get in anymore.
When there's an emergency open, we know who's the closest.
Malik. He's actually close. He's about 1 street over.
Okay.
Yeah. So sorry, I don't even have an official security code yet.
That'll get fixed tomorrow.
No, Greg gave me his. So if I just want
to hear stuff like you need your own. Oh my God.
Now it's recorded in history.
Oh, the whole world's going to see
I mean,
it.
Greg thought about giving me his, and he was like, you know
Yeah.
what? That's a bad decision. You could easily punch in my code.
I
And
know
people think
Greg.
I stole from my own company. You know what I mean? And he was like, you should wait. And I was like, yeah, you're right, Greg. That happened.
Yeah.
100%.
I 100% believe that.
Yeah, just like we got people living on Mars. Totally happened. Just kidding.
So, as I understand it, you also like to bake.
I do.
Bread, though, is the big.
Bread is a big thing for me. You know, white guy COVID had nothing to do. Pretty much everybody got into it, and a lot of people didn't stick with it. People got like bread makers and stuff. And,
Okay. Yeah.
you didn't hear that?
No.
It was like a white person phenomenon. You know, a bunch of bored white people at home ended up being like, I have nothing better to do during COVID, and then they ended up baking, and then I was one of those people. And so yeah, I got into like making bread loaves, and they weren't that good at first, and then I started getting really extravagant. Now I mean, my favorite thing to probably make is just easy French bread or like a Parmesan crusted bread.
Can you make like a cheese naan?
Yeah.
Why hasn't that come in yet?
Well, because I haven't had my cooking space.
Well,
I haven't cooked or baked in 6 months.
after this weekend,
Yeah.
better see some damn cheese naan coming in.
Everybody's getting at least some French bread for dinner to take home to the families.
Did the pizza ever happen either?
It did.
Okay, I wasn't there then.
I didn't end up smoking them. I made them. Well, I made them, brought them in. All this stuff happened that day because we got busy, so it never happened. And then I gave one to Luke, and then I was like, Luke, I think I messed this one up. I think it's a little too thin. You know, I was like, you might actually have to. It was a lasagna pizza. If you've never had a lasagna pizza, dude, it's super good.
All right.
It's basically a sausage pizza with fresh Parmesan and then dobs of ricotta cheese on there. I don't like ricotta, but holy crap, is it good on a pizza?
All right.
So I'm like, hey, man, I think it's a little too thin. Probably going to have to eat it like an actual lasagna, you know, knife and fork. And yeah, it was a little too thin, so he couldn't get through it. And he's like, dude, that was a really good pizza. My kids, too much flavor for him, you know, too much going on. He's like, but me and the wife really liked it. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, I didn't think I did a good job that time. So, but I'll bring in some pizzas. A hell of a lot cheaper than going anywhere else, too. I can make like 9 pizzas for what we spent on one.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Just so you know, you can't use your P card. Just
what? What? If I'm saving the company money, I can't use the P card? Flour's cheap.
Anything else you like to do? What?
I like to hike with my dog.
All right.
Yeah, we like
What
to
kind
go
of dog you got?
I got a Belgian Malinois. If most people who don't know what that is, it looks like a German Shepherd. It's typically those really highly aggressive police dogs, military training dogs you see. Ones that are sniffing out drugs and short-haired. They look like German Shepherds.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's like a washout, though. Like he would have...
You like the drugs.
I mean, like you put a dunce cap on him. You're like, how could you ever tear somebody's arm off? You're so sweet. You know, he cries. He doesn't bark. He just cries all the time.
So he
He's
knocks
like,
at the door.
Yeah, he'll literally, I'll open the door. He's like, hey, good morning. Are you there? Are you ready? Are you ready? And I'm like, dude, you know I'm going to work right now. And he's like, pet me. Please. He's super excited.
What's his name?
His name is Asmo, A-Z-M-O. A lot of people call him Asma or Asmo, but I call him Asmo. So
right.
It's short for Asmo Kairos, which is just a name I made up and pulled out of a hat, and had him for like 7 years now.
You're a weird dude.
I am a weird dude.
I like that. All
yeah,
right.
it's fun. I'm not like the go to jail weird, though. I'm like Portland weird kind of thing. Yeah.
I know.
So, keep
that means you're
weird
homeless. Homeless, I think. Yeah.
I will be for a couple hours on Saturday. I don't get the keys till 11 o'clock. So,
well, you know, I think Dad will let you hang out.
Yeah. He's ready to get me out.
Go hang out.
He's like, hey, you said you were going to come back for a year. What happened? It's been like a year and a half. It's like, I didn't know the economy was going to tank.
So what are your goals coming up? What do you want to accomplish at Temecula Winnelson? What do you want to accomplish
in life? Well,
in your personal life in the next year, let's say.
Next year, I want to have like enough knowledge where I'm not relying as much on my coworker. Like, I definitely still going to rely on people, but I want to be a lot more self-sufficient than I am now. Like you guys could like not see me for a week. Like, man, Mike didn't call me once for a question, but he put out a bunch of sales. So great. Like, that's my goal, right?
That's my goal too.
Right. I want to have like 10 really, really good accounts that I'm working with like daily, 5 to 10, somewhere around there. And then I want to work with like another 20, 30, 40 accounts that are just consistently throughout the year. But I want to have like a core base I build up, accounts that can really rely on me, accounts that maybe stop using some of our competitors because they feel like they get a much better service through me, even if it's not always the best price, whatever it might be. But I want them to feel like, but
Well,
I'll spend more money with somebody if I think they're just better servicing me in general.
right.
I
And we
won't
don't want
spend
to be known as
thousands more, you know, but
the low price leader, right?
yeah,
Again,
but it
our
doesn't
give a
always have
damn's
to be.
better,
Yeah,
and our service is outstanding,
it is.
and that's worth something, right?
I think it is too.
I would say we put more effort in, and maybe our specialty is putting out fires for our customers,
True.
and that's worth something. It's a great culture. You walk in, we're friendly, we're helpful. We go above and beyond to try to solve any of your problems.
I think a big thing is
So-
people say, "Hey, welcome into Winnelson." You know, you can't walk in anywhere nowadays and it's like, "Hey, welcome in."
Yeah.
You walk in somewhere and somebody says, "Hey, how are you? Welcome in." I'm like, "Oh, did somebody just talk to me? Like, did I get greeted?" So I think everybody there is really great, but that's definitely one of my goals to like grow these accounts. Just be somebody they can depend on, and then be the guy they refer. You know, I want them to be like, this guy's great. You know, these are the experiences I've had with him. This is why I think he's great. This might be where he's not so great at, whatever, but this is what he's great at, and this is what he'll do for you. And then I want people calling me like, hey, I heard about you guys at Winnelson for my buddy, whatever. That's like my goal in the next year is to start having like some organic growth that way through the accounts I'm working with. Personally, need to publish that damn book.
Get that book out.
I need to publish it. So that's pretty much my goal there.
All
on
right.
the personal side is I got my place locked down, got all that together. So my next goal is get that book out.
It's exciting. I can't wait to read it.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Hey, if you want to read the draft and be like, wow, this is horrible.
I'll read it. Give it to me.
I got to put tons of money into editing. And I got some stuff to do, but I'm sitting at like 100,000 words right now. I think I'm going to cut out like 10 and add another 20, somewhere around there. 400-page book. So,
all right. Well, I mean, you're probably going to be broke because now you're in an apartment, so
an apartment that is
free
costing
time.
an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to California.
Yeah, there's
2025.
nothing cheap around here, man. The only place I found for $1,900 a month, that's an apartment in this town. I didn't check every single place, obviously, but I checked like 12 different places out. Only one I found was like the highest crime rate in Murrieta. So I was like, all right, so like 3 blocks down, it's $2,300 a month everywhere you go for a single bedroom. So it's pretty crazy. I used to
And
pay
you get to bring your dog?
I could bring my dog.
Asthma.
That was the other thing. Belgian Malinois are on the no list because their aggression. Yeah.
Right.
But this place, I guess, like everybody who works there has one.
Oh.
So they're like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, that dog's cool.
Yeah.
So I got him approved. So that was another reason. Like I had to be, like 5 places I checked out said no Belgians. So pretty much, if you have a Belgian Malinois and you want to live by yourself, you got to spend like $2,200 a month more. Yeah. Man. For 776 square feet. I used to rent a house for 4-bedroom, $2,500 a month 2 years ago. You know, for 10 years. It was great. So, but that's why we just got to sell a bunch of plumbers, get them in, so we don't miss rent.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what are you going to do for your customers then?
What am I going to do? For them?
Why should people want Michael to come call on them? And what are you going to provide them? What's your?
I think that's a harder question to answer when you're sitting in the chair. It's more of like one of those outside perspectives because I always know what I do. Going back to earlier, like I don't have unread emails. I think that's normal. I look at a coworker, I'm like, I guess it's not, right? So I want them to reach out to me. Example is I asked him a question. He got back to me within 10 minutes. And then, or he started saying, hey, I will get back to you, something. I want them to know that, like,
so communication,
confirmation, it's received. I'm here. I exist. You know, I'm always going to go to bat for you. But I'm also going to be honest with you and be like, hey, man, we paid this much for it. I have to put this much on here. Like, if you can get it cheaper somewhere else, go for it. But I'll bring it to you. We'll go get some lunch, whatever. Like, I want them to know that I'm a friend.
Relationships.
Yeah. I'm not just a sales guy just looking for his next prey, right? I'm not out there hunting, just trying to find the next person I can make a dime off and then move on to the next plumber. Like I'm realizing pretty quickly I'll probably be here a long time. And I don't want my first year to be like, I don't want to work with you because your first year you were sketchy as hell, or, you never called me back, or I don't want like any negatives other than product knowledge.
And I wouldn't have hired you if I thought that. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't have hired me either. So I'm out there pounding pavement, driving all over Lake Elsinore and Temecula, Murrieta area. Just, I wish plumbers, you guys, if you're watching this, you guys move. You really need to update your address. Because I cannot tell you how many times I've been like, I got some goodies. I got like free hats or free shirts or swag in general. And I'm like, come up to a place. Bread will come. I used to do that in my old jobs. But I'll roll up and I'm like, where's the plumbing place? And they're like, oh, they're left 6 months ago. It's every time it's always 6 months ago. So update your addresses and you might see me coming around sometime.
Yeah.
And I won't show up to your
Swag for
house.
you.
Like if you got your address is on Google, I'm not going to show up to you. I'm not going to knock on your door.
Call
and be
them
like,
first.
you want to hear about our Lord and Savior, Winnelson? I'm not going to do that. So
I appreciate that.
just wear a W instead of a cross.
Oh my God. So if somebody's watching this and they're like, all right, I want to talk to Michael, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, they can email me or they can call me. My email is going to be M as in Michael, P as in Philip, HAYS. So it's mphayes at win supply.com, or you can call me. That's my personal cell phone number that I use for work, so don't prank me. 760-712-2738.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm excited you have on the team.
I am too.
I'm really pleased with how things are going.
That's good.
He
only gives me feedback in the podcast. So I have to wait for this to be like,
Yeah.
you're doing good, bud.
Once a year. So
Call it a review. I'm just in the dark. I'm like, you doing all right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited you get out there and get after it, man, even more. And I think you're going to do awesome. And welcome to the team. This is Freebird, my personal nickname for him, because I like wrestling. And
we're going to sponsor wrestling possibly too.
Maybe. You sent me that email. I did.
We'll just keep it there.
Yeah.
But,
there could be some
Scott
surprises
might be in the
coming.
ring somewhere as a guest star.
Could be some surprises coming.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yes,
Cool.
indeed. So thank you for being here, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
And like we always say, water always wins.
Water always wins.
And we like that, so you can go help them.
Water always wins.
See ya.